Project Rebirth put the first cameras at the site shortly after the attacks of September 11th, 2001. Our founder and director had gone down to the site shortly after. He was in town for who became a fellow board member's wedding, and he went down to the site and he looked at the huge pile of debris and had a very remarkable moment of realizing that at some point it would not look like this, and that he wanted to record that process. He thought that if he could record the process of the rebuilding, that someone could have that moment of hope, that they could understand how a community can recover from this over time. And so he went and he started putting cameras around the World Trade Center site. And it was very much a testimony of the spirit of people who really wanted to help. They wanted to do anything they could do. And the idea of creating a historic archive really resonated with a lot of the people downtown. And so sort of as soon as one camera was in, we got another camera in. And we currently have 14 cameras in and around the World Trade Center site. Some of them are shooting from above on rooftops, and others are actually down inside the site itself. We have also a remarkable camera that is in the churchyard of St. Paul's, which is right across the street on the east side of the World Trade Center site. All of our cameras shoot a photo once every 3 or 5 minutes, depending on the size of their film load, and they shoot 24 hours a day and have been since early 2002. We believe that we are one of the largest time-lapse projects perhaps in the world, and that this historic archive will be a very important contribution to the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, as well as the Library of Congress. Our cameras are reloaded every 2.5 weeks. We have technicians that go down into the site and they reload all the film in the cameras. We shoot on 35mm motion picture film. All of our film is graciously donated by Kodak, which is an amazing contribution to the project. This film is collected and then it's processed here in New York and sent to our vault in California. The process of editing the time-lapse is a remarkable one. As I understand it, the rebuilding in the film that you see of Tower 7, there's as many edits in that single sequence of the rebuilding of that tower as there could be in a feature-length film. Because we're shooting on 35mm motion picture film, the images are carefully selected. We're removing most of the night shots, all the bad weather days, and then what you get is a beautiful blue sky image of the building rising, and it's a quite remarkable process. The cameras will continue to capture the rebuilding as long as we can. We'd like to capture the whole rebuilding of the entire site. Major milestone of this year was the opening of the 9/11 Memorial on September 11th, 2011, on the 10th year anniversary of the attacks. That day was a remarkable day. Our footage from one of the World Financial Center buildings is just beautiful, with sort of dawn coming up and the families coming out onto the memorial for the first time. You know, in the next year, the Memorial Museum will open. Tower 1 is shortly behind all of them. We have a camera which is positioned on the 1010 firehouse, which will capture the full height and full rebuilding of that, or building rather, of that tower. So our goal is really to keep the cameras running to capture the whole archive as long as possible.